I'm Eijgenhuijsen. I'm the Group Technology Director for Metroline in the UK, which is part of the Singaporean Comfort Delgro Group. And part of my remit in the UK is also looking after Metroline itself, Metroline Travel and West in London. In Metroline in London, we have 5,500 employees. Most of them are drivers, obviously. We have about 200 people in Wales, in New Adventure Travel. About 200 in Westbus, which is a coach, hire and travel organizer in the UK. We've got Scottish CityLink with about 200 people, and Irish CityLink about 50 people. Mainly we are a ground transport company. Majority of our business is in the public ground transport in London mainly, but also private hire for coaches and things like this. If I'm really focusing on where our main target was when we rolled out Blink, that was for the drivers and the operational staff who not necessarily have access to corporate email. This has revolutionized how they work. They previously needed to use paper, notice boards in the garages. That has all been changed to Blink. You guys download the app and they can now, all the information we want to give them or provide them or feedback we need from them, we can use Blink for. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, it has improved massively. It's the drivers mainly. We can now instantly interact with them, both through the instant messaging tool that Blink offers, but also through posting on the feeds and getting the feedback and the comments. This is now literally, for our communication team, a matter of half an hour to put something together, and I can send it out to everybody. That's a facility we never had before, and that would be hard to imagine what it would be like if you wouldn't have a platform like Blink right now. That would be making our operation very much more difficult, and effectively also reduce the safety to our drivers, because they might not be fully informed what's going on, and now they are instantly. It's much, much faster, it's much more interactive, so it really changed quite a lot. The main thing was if drivers they want to exchange work rest days and things like this. It was an elaborate process. They needed to fill garage memos out on paper, and now they can do it almost instantly. They can ask their colleagues, do you want to help me out with this work rest day change? Similar with payslips, we have introduced electronic payslips for all the drivers and all the staff. That just takes a massive amount of effort out to people who have to produce them, send them around, distribute them to the drivers. So those are probably the most obvious changes that we have seen and improvements that we have seen. When we first introduced Blink, certainly our senior management teams and the directors were very concerned that a number of individuals will take this opportunity, rant, spout negativity out about the company. And we really have been quite strong in sending messages out to tell people and educate people, this is a work tool, this is not Facebook, it's not Twitter, and any abuse or negativity will be dealt with the same way as if you would do that now verbally. There have been a handful of people, literally a handful of people in our close to 5,000 strong driver force who have been not abusing, but certainly have been negative and had to be talked to. We put them on read-only mode, which they can see everything, or they can see most of it, but they cannot comment on stuff. It's really a very, very small portion of people in reality. So my most favorite feature in Blink is the fact that you have your integration facilities, your hub. One of the reasons why Metroline chose to go with Blink was that compared to similar platforms, Blink really had this ability to integrate very easily into other third-party systems and to expand what was there already. We have successfully integrated with our electronic payslip tool. We have been able to integrate with our driver allocation system through the hub. And that just makes it so much easier to just have a roadmap of where you are now and where you want to go, because you can just hook things into Blink. And I think we work very closely with Blink team to see that through and add other things like green roads and other things we're going to use, and have for the driver a single tool that they have, and they open up in the morning and they can get to all the operational utilities and tools they need during the whole day. That is really where you stick out above everybody else, in my opinion. I think what makes me happy to work with Blink is to see when drivers make comments like, "Oh my God, what would we have done without this tool? And how wonderful we have this." That it actually really changed people's lives. I mean, it's not, we don't have to over dramatize it, but it makes the life of our drivers a little bit better in terms of they don't have to drive to the garages to pick up a piece of paper. They don't have to go and to look at the notice board what they need to do. It's all there. They can sit on the breakfast table with the cereals and a coffee. Oh, this is what's happening. This is what I need to do. It saves them enormous amount of time and makes the whole thing much easier for them. Secondly, I think working with the Blink team itself is a joy. The enthusiasm and the professionalism of your team has been fantastic. And it's been really easy to get ideas bouncing backwards and forwards between the two teams and getting things implemented. And there's always this excitement of when new things come along and new ideas come out, and how we can bring that to our users. So it's really, really positive. Go get it. Don't look any further. This is what you need. I've seen it many, many times on the feeds about drivers seeing, God, this, what would we have done if we didn't have this at this stage in time? And I can see, because really, really bright future for our partnership and moving us forward to unseen heights and unseen use for all the users we got.